Hello, it's 7:25 p.m. So it looks like they shut everything down early now. The Riverwalk closed at 7. Hi, y'all. I had to get some last minute beignets, and they gave me an extra one. So I wanted to ride the ferry. I guess it's still running. I don't know. So, I don't know. I don't know if the ferry stopped running. So, shut up, Satanist. You Satanist dyke perps. So, yeah, it's like everybody comes to talk loud when I start a video. At first, nobody was really around. So it's like the Riverwalk earlier seemed a little bit dead and empty and kind of depressing. And yeah, the ferry's still over there, so I don't know if the ferry is as I said, it was all quiet, and now perps interrupting my video talking super loud. They know what they're doing. Move! And the flies or whatever. So, I'm just saying that, like, now everybody wants to come mob near my video and talk loud. So, when everything was all quiet and hardly anybody here. But it seemed like they shutting down everything early. Like, look, I don't even remember what time the aquarium closes. But they're like completely, you know, I forgot what time the aquarium would close, but they'll definitely close. And so I had to leave the I'm going back. I gotta go back to I gotta go back to Pensacola tomorrow morning. Things didn't work out, and I couldn't say too much while I was there. So I'm gonna have to be back in Pensacola and homeless, back on the streets. So my left side is starting to hurt. So I don't even know where to pick up. You know, but this fake Christian T.I. perp roommate that sent for me to come down here, she was perping me perping and gaslighting and triggering me the entire time. From the time she picked me up, and she had some subtle perping like on the phone, and you know, and stuff like that too before I got here. But she swear up and down she was targeted, and so I had to get out of there. And everything, you know, everybody was telling me that the stuff she was doing and saying to me sounded like dangerous and shady and fishy, suspect, you know, all those ways to describe, you know, somebody that's up to no good. Oh, right when I say that, you hear? So, as far as I know, I gotta be back on the streets in Pensacola tomorrow. It was like a fight or flight or survival kind of situation where a red helicopter. Where is it? I got my phone and this drink in my hand, so I couldn't expand my phone. But it's a red helicopter. So now they got all these distractions near me and stuff like that. And damn, like they all a noise campaign. Now I'm trying to tell what's going on. So it's like a fight or flight, and it's another red helicopter over there flying the opposite way and flying faster. So and look at him, he got his hair dyed red and everything in a red shirt. And he dragging his feet. So you know, he got like blondish red weird color hair. So it's like they're running off homeless early, you know. They're running off homeless early. So I'm pretty much like getting distracted and everything like that. So a fake TI perp is a person who acts like a perp but talks like a targeted individual. That's what a fake TI perp is. So I had to leave. Well, this is all I got with me. This is all I got. And I had to leave like almost all of my clothes behind. I had to leave almost pretty much everything behind. And so, like, she got, I mean, like when after she picked me up, one of the first things she did was, you know, one of the first things she did after she picked me up was she, you know, after she picked me up and they started coming hard with the the funny headlights following us and, you know, everything like that. And then when we got here to New Orleans, the moment we got in the city, they had a whole bunch of fucking school buses perping with one headlight. How the hell they get away with this? And I haven't had school buses do that to me in a long time. This happened Friday. And so she wanted me to, like, if I talk about my targeting, she get an attitude and say, oh, I don't see why you don't just ignore them or whatever. She wanted me to ignore, I mean, but then she's sitting there gaslighting, perping me, throwing up the devil horns hand sign. All of a sudden, she drives, see him too. I try to give her the benefit of the doubt with that red car. I try to. She talked that lingo like a Christian. It's like, I think that she got some witchcraft going on and then projecting that onto everybody else. She act like she wants to speak against narcissism and witchcraft and stuff like that, but then she's doing the very same thing. So it's like she's a manipulative, covert narc. And it seemed like she was like, you know, I felt like I'm not dealing with another Lisa Ruby or Tracy Broadhurst. And then this bitch is freaking younger than me. And you ain't gonna try to program me or try to think you can be my handler. So, you know, I just had enough of the games and stuff, and, you know, with a deceitful lick of smile on her face, she wanted to tell me this fictitious stories about this perp did this, and then she laugh it off like it's funny. And she was throwing up, like, the satanic hand signs in front of my face, and it was more, like, very subtle with it. So she got a red car. All of a sudden, after she get me down here, all of a sudden she's getting this $100,000 a year job promotion, and so I'm like, oh, well, eventually I can be able to help you now. So, you know, this morning she asked me, oh, are you comfortable here? I didn't even much answer her. I didn't even really want to say anything, because I know that and it's like yesterday she tried to act like she was mocking me because she was like saying, I'm not stupid. But I'm sitting here feeling like, to her, I'm not stupid. That she's like being very subtle and covert with perping me. And it's just a long doggone story. I'm sleep deprived. I'm tired. I'm going to probably get another night of little to no sleep. So that's what. So I mean, I told her this afternoon that I just wanted to leave. Because, see, other targets were saying, oh, man. Other targets were saying that it sounds like as if she's trying to set me. Other targets were saying it sounds like she's trying to set me up. With more perps talking loud near me. And then we'll have long, drawn-out fake walks. Like, go somewhere. A whole group of them. Devil worshippers. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, man, they got the Creole Queen back running again. Oh, first, I think that right there is the Cajun Queen. Now they got the Creole Queen. Hell yeah, I'm the Creole Queen. I remember I used to work on those boats with a couple of temp service jobs. So yeah, I mean, these perps keep distracting my video. But I ain't distracted by this. The Creole Queen, they finally got it up and running. I wonder when do they get that back running. But then again, now they're perping because there was no music until they passed me. So now I got all excited. I'll take the excitement away because now they got the Creole Queen perping me. There was no music until immediately they passed me, and now they got the loud music. Can't love things you wish you can love. Y'all see that? So it was all quiet until they passed me. Now they're making all kinds of noise. So my cup accidentally dropped on the ground, and I meant to save it. So now I gotta throw it away. So now I'm distracted and my sidetrack. If y'all wonder why I may sound incoherent or keep getting off topic in my videos. Excuse me. So I had to just sanitize my hands. So I'm getting all kinds of distracted. But people were saying that what she was trying to do was a setup.
They got clothes up there.
So they were saying that be careful because she was trying to set me up because like she was talking about leaving me to stay here in New Orleans while she go back up to Massachusetts. And while she go back up to Massachusetts for like a week and say she has something to deal with car registration or something. And so they said that sounded fishy. And so she was like, yesterday she was like with a deceitful look, a smile on her face, pretending to be fake excited, trying to talk about, oh, I'm about to get $100,000 a year job, senior management position. And she's like, oh, pray for me. And so now I'm supposed to be just totally, completely muzzled, like she don't want to hear nothing I got to say about my targeting. And all those times, she knew I was talking about speaking against how people say that, I don't like people trying to tell me shut up and ignore. And so, you know, and she pretended to act like as if she had no problem with me, and I already warned her the type of person I am before I got down there. And she was like, oh, if I can deal with crackheads, I can deal with you. I said, well, how much would it cost? How much are you charging me, Trisha, for me to, how much are you charging me for me to stay down there? You know, and she's like, well, I'll just do like the crackheads did and charge you just $50 a month. And she made it like she wasn't charging me anything. So then, she made it like she wasn't much charging me anything. So then, that lady over there had like a bad bed bug infestation look like. So I hate to even be talking about. I mean, I just wanted to enjoy my evening and enjoy my night and stuff. And I'm sorry that I'm kind of wishy-washy with, talking about what happened and stuff. It's a long story, but her name is Trisha Jerome, or Patricia Jerome, and she's a yeah, I mean, it's like, how the hell you got a red car? And look at these perps here. Where they at? And so, I don't even know if this area shuts down around this time. But, it seems like they usually have way more people around here around this time, even just hanging out. So, I mean, she led me on to think she was truly targeted. But I questioned, because it seemed like as if her videos give people the illusion of herself being a so-called real target. Like, she would just show a picture of somebody and then do a commentary on it, rather than doing like whole videos of like the most blatant proof that you can have. And I got the most, excuse me, I got like I'm not gonna say the most. I got blatant proof, and y'all still don't take me seriously as a real target. But she tried to butter me up and try to juice my head up and love bomb me. And, she donated me $100 one time, and then like a month or two later, she donated me like $180. And then she got on the phone. I mean, because at first, my first instinct was to block her, like when her first comment at me. Because her trying to say, oh, the gang stalkers can't touch you, they can't kill you and stuff like that. I'm like, you're a fake spreading difference. I said, yes, they do kill us. So, she's always talking about fighting in the spirit realm and fasting and stuff like that. And it's like, you're just a total fake, a terror amongst the wheat, and it's just a fucking poser. And it seemed like as if she was triggering and provoking me on me. And so I left because I didn't want to snap. And then she would try to say stuff like, well, most TIs have mental illness. And she tried to ask me over the phone before I got down there. She was trying to say, well, have you ever thought about getting some therapy? And I'm like, you're dangerous. You ain't gonna try to get me locked up in a mental institution. So some people were saying that she, I don't know if they were trying to say that she was trying to set me up to get sacrificed. I mean, because if she was talking about going up to Massachusetts, and now all of a sudden, after I get down there, she gets the promotion and she's like parading it in front of my face about this promotion with $100,000 a year. And then she always, with a deceitful looking smile on her face, talking about getting lucky, and trying to make it like as if God was just blessing her with all this. Like, if she said she was homeless on the streets for like 2 hours, she said she was homeless on the streets for about 2 hours, and then after that, she said that some kind of way she got off the streets, and all of a sudden she got a red car, and she was able to get a work-at-home job. Like all of a sudden, like she was living with a friend, and all of a sudden she's able to afford to help me now. That she's like got on the phone with me and said, oh well, why don't you come stay by me? And the $365 a week, that's too much, and so I mean, like, after I try to show her around the beach in Pensacola Friday and stuff, and when I first, like, after we got to the beach and got out of the car, they had these perps filming us, and they probably were filming me, and so I said, well, look at these perps filming. Like, they had a bright red phone, and she parked right next to them. And so then she's like, oh, so what? They may not be perping. They may not be filming. They may not be perping, Is that the ferry? Nope. The ferry still over there. Oh, man. Wait a minute. Is there another one? Oh well. I guess I may not take the ferry tonight, but I gotta get this story out. So so I mean, all I know is, you know, and I was like overly apologetic, like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on your nerves or annoy you and stuff like that. But then it's like she wanted me to shut up about pointing out what the perps are actually doing. And then at one point, before we got on the first, I mean, shortly after she picked me up and we were riding, and I think it was it wasn't a police car. I don't know, remember if it was a police car or I don't think it was a fire truck. It was police car, fire truck, or something. I don't remember what it was. And so they did something with their headlights or something with the signal. And so she's like, "Get away from me! I'm not one of y'all." You know, and she tried to say that you know, but how the hell is she's perping me and using up like satanic hand signs and stuff? How the hell is she using satanic hand signs and stuff like that? But then, you know, I mean, she think I'm sitting here thinking, you think I'm stupid or you think I'm ignorant, but I just bit my tongue the whole time because I knew that if I got into an argument with her, I knew that she would be trying to set me up to get locked up in jail or the mental institution. So that's why I just stayed quiet the whole time. And so I had to leave almost all my clothes except 2 outfits. I had to just leave so many toiletries, just leave. And a lot of that stuff that I spent my tax refund money on, I had to leave almost everything behind except this. That's why I was hesitant about any offers made for me to come and live with another person. They always end up being a perp. It's like, so this is the second time that I had to go through all these dirty people. Where the hell y'all come from? I see they distracting me on purpose. These satanic perps on their bikes. So every time a targeted individual ends up going by, look at this, and he made sure his bike is red too. So I mean, oh, that is the ferry. Oh man, well, that ferry looks different. That's the ferry right there. Oh well, that ferry looked different from there was another boat over there. Oh wow. Oh shucks, because I wanted to do a video riding the ferry. But I did so in 2020 for Hurricane Sally on one of my other accounts. So I only got, I mean, so it's like when you go and stay by somebody who claimed to be targeted, and then all of a sudden they end up perping you, it's like you either come up dead or missing, or, you know, I'm thankful, you know, because even though I had to leave so much stuff behind and I was so mad, I felt like I wanted to take all my stuff with me. And I said, well, my last text was, I said, well, you can keep all the rest of the stuff, or you can keep it or donate whatever that I left. And so I cut off all contact with her. And so I'm so sorry because my anxiety is high, and I'm sorry that I sound like jumpy and stuff like that. But she didn't want for me to catch on that she's one of them and not us. She's like, so she pretends to be chosen. And I said that, you know, all these fake TI perps, narcissistic fake TI perps falsely speaking against narcissism and glorify themselves as chosen and make them like they've been such a victim of narcissistic abuse when they're the ones being abusive narcs who are perping on people. And so then, like earlier today, when she threw it in my face about saying, well, oh, I gave you a place to stay and this and that, whatever. And so then she said, well, I'm not gonna, she's like, when you go back to Pensacola, I'm not gonna pay $365. I'm not gonna be able to pay $300 $365 a week because I have a new baby to take care of and stuff. Well, bitch, just yesterday you were talking about getting me a car. And which I felt like, I don't even know if she was trying to groom me or if she acted like she wanted to be my handler or trying to groom me and trying to brainwash me and trying to get me to sell out, and was very subtle with it. Because she acted like she wanted to help me have a better life. Like, trying to help me get a work at home job or get back on my feet and stuff like that. And that's why, this is one of the reasons why I reject every offer. Oh, come live with me. No, I need help to get my own place. And that's one of the reasons why I had up the GoFundMe, and they try to shut down my GoFundMe or shut down everything else. I think she acted like she was trying to love bomb and groom me. And she's younger than me. And so I just don't give a fuck right now. I'm so mad. And I can't even get any rest. So, like, I would have rather have stayed in that motel, you know. But now I feel like I want to stay here in New Orleans. But I cannot be homeless out on the streets here. I can't. So, I have to go back to Pensacola. And, you know, I feel bad to be a burden and have to ask, well, can I have help with the motel room again? But, looks like I'm going to have to end up back on the streets and be harassed even more.